Hi guys, Mick here from Revolution Training. Welcome back to another Mindful Monday session. This week we're going to do the back squat. Hi guys, Mick here from Revolution Training. Back squat. So I'm going to tell you what the back squat is, what muscles does it work, what to be mindful of when doing the exercise, and why you should do it. First up, what's a back squat? Back squat is an exercise that primarily works your quadriceps, your glutes and your hamstrings, while also maintaining and strengthening the core. The main muscles this works is the quadriceps, so the group of 4 muscles: rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus medius, and vastus intermedius. And it also works your hamstrings, which is the back of the leg, or your thigh. That's your biceps femoris, your semimembranosus and semitendinosus. Also works your glutes, so all 3 glutes, glutes max, min, medius. And like I said, it works the core. This is more of a tightening and strengthening, not so much as an exercise to work your core. I'm going to run through a step-by-step what to be mindful of when doing the back squat. So starting with the starting position, so step 1. So you want to stand there, the bar is racked roughly at shoulder level, so you can bend down, drop into it. Have the bar behind your back. Make sure it's resting on your traps and squeeze the rhomboids together, so your back muscles squeeze together. Make sure it's nice and tight and have it just below your cervical neck bone. So just there. Make sure it's just below that, resting on there, nice and controlled, somewhat comfortable. It's alright, it may hurt to begin with, this is normal. Wait till you build up some resistance to it, or you can use a mat, like a small padding on the bar. A lot of gyms have that. And then you want to make sure that your feet are a bit wider than shoulder width apart. They don't have to be dead straight, they can be slightly turned out. That's perfectly normal and preferred. You want to make sure your hip is nice and straight, and make sure your core is switched on, and your chest is nice and proud with the weight being on your back. Step 2, you want to step forward with unracking it, and you want to drop down with your hips and your knees while keeping a nice proud chest. You want to make sure the bar is parallel with your heels, and you want to keep all the weight focused on the middle of your feet to your heels. You don't want to tilt forward and you don't want to tilt too far back. So when you drop down, just take a nice deep breath, suck it in, turn your core on to maximum power. You know, make sure your knees don't go over your feet. I want you to drop down, make sure the weight is kept in the middle of your feet and your heels, and go down to your knees at right angles. If you can go lower, go lower. It's up to you. It's your optimal range of motion. Go from there. And I want you to drive through with your hips and your knees and lock out with your hips. And you want to make sure that you don't overextend or push too much forward with your knees. Otherwise you're going to throw your back forward. So from that position, that's step 2, is the actual exercise. Breathe in as you come down, bend to the hips and the knees. Breathe out and drive with your heels and lock out with your hips. Step 3, you want to repeat this for 6 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets, depends where your goals are, where your limits are. And each 3 to 4 reps, you want to check yourself. Really make sure that your core, your back, your legs, your hips, glutes, everything is not where it should be, and you're not overcompensating for a different muscle. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our high intensity Tuesday session, where we'll be focusing on a leg and abs session of high intensity interval training. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's always much appreciated, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you long time. Bye.